What's good, YouTube? We're back with another video, and this time is something a little different. We are not going to be talking about boxing. We are going to talk about MMA, specifically UFC 309, the co-main event and the main event. Let's get into it. All right, first off, we're going to talk about the co-main event, Charles Oliveira versus Michael Chandler. Who I got winning this fight? I might have to go with Charles Oliveira. As much as I like Michael Chandler, I think the inactivity is going to be, I think it's going to hurt him a little. Even though Charles lost his last fight, I believe since he's been more active, I think Charles will get it. And it might end the same way the first fight did. I just know this fight will be I know it's going to be an entertaining fight and an exciting fight, because the first one was entertaining and exciting. But I want to say that Michael Chandler has a chance. It's not like he got obliterated the first fight. The first fight, it was going Michael Chandler's way. Then he decided to get on the ground with Charles Oliveira, and I don't think that is a good decision. As much as of a good wrestler Michael Chandler is, even though he doesn't use his wrestling a lot, I think Charles is the wrong person to do that with, especially of how skilled, and he has a high finish rate. What else stops me from picking Michael Chandler is that one is not his fault. He's been preparing himself for the Conor McGregor fight for a long time. It just hasn't happened, and I'm glad he just decided to say, "Hey, I'm gonna just take this fight." Because I've been inactive for, I believe it was 2 years. He's been waiting for that fight for 2 years. Salute to you, Charles. Ooh, I said Charles. Salute to you, Chandler. But, dude, I'm just happy to see Michael Chandler back, and I know this fight is gonna be, big. So I got Charles Oliveira by decision. I don't think he's gonna submit Chandler. I don't think he's going to submit Chandler. I don't think he's going to knock out Chandler. But hey, that's my prediction for the co-main event. Now, let's get on to the main event. The main event, Jon Jones versus Stipe Miocic. The GOAT of MMA versus the heavyweight GOAT of the UFC. Now, for me, I have to go with Jon. But here's my thing. I don't, just because, one, Jon was out with injury. He was out with injury, and that sucks. Stipe Miocic hasn't been active. And I think he hasn't fought in 3 years. The last fight I remember him fighting was the Francis Ngannou fight, and that was a while ago. So that's one. And what else? But I feel like people shouldn't underestimate Stipe, because Stipe has good hands. And that's one thing I would say. Watching a lot of Jon Jones fights, Jon is not perfect. He is crafty. Jon is not perfect. And I think with somebody as tall, when he fights people that is near the same height as him, they give him more of a challenge, I would say, because you got that with Gustafsson. I feel like I said that his last name wrong. I apologize. And I feel he got that with Dominic Reyes. They were able to strike with Jon. With Steve, I think Stipe is a better hand boxer than those two. Maybe Dominic Reyes is close to Stipe, but I think Stipe is a better boxer than those two, and I think that will give Stipe the advantage. Now Stipe just has to worry about Jon's craftiness, and I think Stipe can snuff takedowns. I think with Jon, especially now he's a lot bigger, but I think he's a little more shredded than he was for the Ciryl Gane fight. So we might be getting a mixture of light heavyweight Jon and a heavyweight Jon. I don't think he's going to be like as big as he was for the Ciryl Gane fight, but I still just say don't count Stipe out. Because Stipe got that knockout power. He's not considered the heavyweight GOAT for no reason, bro. So I would say I still got Jon. I would say I wouldn't say I bet on this, but I feel like Jon will not knock Stipe out. I think he will submit Stipe. If I had to pick, I would say fourth or third round. I feel like I don't think Stipe is gonna go as quick as Ciryl Gane did, because nobody was expecting that. People was expecting Ciryl Gane to put more of a fight, more of a challenge to Jon. Jon said, "Hey, screw that." No. But yeah, I got Jon winning this though. And speaking of Jon winning, I personally would love to see Jon Jones versus Tom Aspinall. I understand why Jon doesn't want to do it, but I can understand if Tom wasn't the interim champion, but he is, so that means he is directly next in line for that title shot. If Jon retires, then we're not gonna have that fight. But if Jon doesn't retire, I feel like this is the better option, is that he fight Tom Aspinall, honestly. But that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comments. Tell me who y'all think are gonna win, or even if you don't watch the UFC like that, hey, maybe you tune in. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe. Hope y'all have an amazing day, a blessed one as well. And hey, peace.